think about on days where she's good, that you can, put your not expectations, but that you can think ahead of the next thing, like maybe, the contact more consistent, or using your legs a little bit more than on a day where she's maybe not so good. So think about that. The goal is that she really accepts the legs in the right way, where you can use them and where they produce the right amount of energy that doesn't feel she's ahead of you running away and also not behind your leg. But that's what I mean, and especially, she's a girl and she's young, so I'm sure it's like the stock market, up and down and not so consistent. But I think it's good that when she is good, that you say, okay, I want more the feeling, my riding feeling, than on days where I have to make little compromises to keep her, open to the work. And always looking for that she shapes herself enough around the inside leg where, we don't judge it by, that she lets us put the head to the left, but where you judge it by where she steps into the outside rein, where she lengthens the outside of her body and she contracts the inside muscles of her body. That would be my goal. That's how far I would take it, even at her age. In your downward next time, a little bit more, keep a little bit more, again, the push preserved and in your transition, that she doesn't come so much behind the leg. And even if that means you have to hesitate the actual transition, meaning if you have to bend around the inside leg, use your leg, and push. Don't do the transition now until she comes through. Take your time with that, because obviously that's something she totally has to learn. But you want to take the time, engage your core, stay in the trot, fix it, back to front, even if it's ugly and it feels bad. Take your time now and rather get through that little battle that she thinks she can take you on to. Try to sit, inside leg, yeah, and take your time, yes. Yeah, keep the leg on until even in the walk. So that's where I would really take my time, and it might be a little bit frustrating because you wish you could move on and didn't have to deal with that, but in the long run, if you take care of this is going to reflect later on. It's going to continue in other movements. That's better, exactly what she needs to learn. Downward transition, she stays balanced on the hind leg and keeps pushing into the downward and not slowing down on the forehand. That was better, Kim, exactly. And start to see if you can, on the long side, put like a mini shoulder in, appropriate to where she is in her training, just so she has a little bit more balance going down the long side. Yeah, that creates a little more self-carriage. Yeah, exactly. Good. Good, that's right. In the walk, make her march and step without rushing, but also that she keeps pushing in the walk and using her body. Good, that's the right idea. And make sure when you do the shoulder in or sideways again that she also goes forward at the same time. Yeah. pushing power. Good. Doesn't matter. Keep going. Good idea, exactly right. When it gets too tough, just put her into a circle or a leg yield, something. Good, good. Better, yeah. I want you to do the circle in that size. Smaller circle, to do it correctly, she has to balance herself correctly and then use her body. Yeah. And then yield her away from the track to the center line once you go straight. Of course, take your time to prepare from that left leg, but challenge her a little bit, starting to respond to your aids. Challenge her by changing up the pattern. Next time, try to have her a little bit more sideways so that she has to work a little bit more instead of being so busy about trying not to work. So push her more sideways behind, more. There you go. Don't worry about the bracing in front. Sideways. Shoulders leading. And again, a little bit hind leg sideways, especially right there where she kind of wants to stop to go sideways. So then let's put her to work using her hind leg a little bit more. Yeah, continue. Right rein that the right shoulder goes, yes, ahead. Good, good, doesn't matter. Little tap with the whip that the haunches cross a little bit more. She should put her hind legs a little bit more apart. Good. Sideways, sideways, sideways. Insist. Don't worry about the front. Good. Tell her to use. Yeah. Good. Good. Yeah. Good. And then when you get tired because she's so strong, take a little break. That's also a good exercise for her problem because it's leg to hand. Yeah. It explains her, so she needs to cross way more over. More. There you go. Good. Good. That's better. Continue, exactly. And that will contribute, that's an exercise that contributes to that connection issue. She needs to learn to go from the leg to the hand over the back. That was better, but needs to be that kind of crossing. Yeah, better. Yes, exactly. Hind legs, yes. Tap her again, exactly. So you see she's a little stiff, huh, madam? Good, yes, over that left hind leg, over the right one, yes. So here comes, the truth comes a little out, huh? Yeah. She makes all that fuss about actually not doing this.
Right. And that's one thing I really struggled with her, the bending. She just has no, I just can't get her to bend her body. So what about leg yielding along the rail?
Yep, no, that's perfect. I think she needs a little bit paying attention to that crossing over rather than whatever it is in the front first, to get her a little bit more loose. She's stiff there in the hind end. And I do think the walk is really beneficial too. And because in the walk you can really say, come on, now really cross over. A little more, exactly. And that left rein, yes, that's better. A little more hind legs. Good. Better. There you go. Hind leg again. Unfortunately, you have to remind her. Good. It's always hard. It's interesting what came out of this here. because, you know, she looks very active. Okay, hind leg over. She does not want to cross at all. Nothing at all. Nothing. And don't feel pressured by me saying nothing. It doesn't have to happen right away. Still not. And she wants to, yeah, she needs that hind leg a foot more over to the right. Still. You haven't reached it yet, unfortunately. Still. But she's like, oh, you want me to make a knot in my foot? Yeah. Very interesting, huh?